Today we're looking at Roll to the Top, a roll and write game from Allplay, from solo mode all the way up to 6 players. You will play the role of an artist who's going around the world and looking at a variety of landmarks. The game is extremely easy to start off. All the dice are going to be rolled, and then all the ones that are not even are going to be taken away. These are going to be the dice in your pool that you're going to be able to use, and turn by turn, take those number amounts and start adding them to your board. So in this example right here, there's 3 different dice, and you can take any number of these, none of them if you want, or add them up. So you could start going from the bottom all the way to the top, except there's only a couple rules. When you take the numbers, let's pretend we get this. This isn't going to be a real example, but we have 4, 4, 6. If I have a 4 there and then a 4 there, these ones support this block, so any number that's higher can go here. Ultimately, you need to make it all the way to the top to be able to win, so you have to be very careful, because if your numbers are too high on the bottom, they're going to be very difficult to get to the top. After the first turn, and both players take from the initial pool, because whoever rolls first, both players have the option of taking any number of the dice, including adding them together. The black die is going to be introduced, which at the beginning of the next person's turn is going to be able to, in this case, add a die from the pool. If somebody were to get the subtraction, they have to subtract a die from the pool, all of their choosing. If they happen to get an exchange, they exchange a dice from the pool. And finally, if we could find it, you can either subtract or add depending on your preference. So in this sample example right here, in this instance, this person had a fairly low bottom. And if you can see this 4, the reason that's a valid one is because, not because 3 plus 1 equals 4, but because 4 is a higher number than both 1 and 3. Same with this. The 4 is a higher number than the 3 and the 2. So the 2 blocks below are supporting the number above. This is a real life one that my son did when he was playing with my wife, all the way to the top. And you can see it follows the same format. 6 is higher than the 4s. This 6 is higher than those 4s. This 10 is higher than both of those, because those are both 6. 18 higher than 12 and the 8. If a player gets to the top and the other player hasn't, they win the game. That was the Pyramid of Giza example, but if we flip to the other side, we'll have the Eiffel Tower. And you'll see that this correlates where you've got 2 sides per card, and there's a total of 3 cards, which are equivalent to 6 journeys, as they call it. And actually now I want to say I completely messed this up. I said that the numbers had to be higher, but this is also valid. A 3 is the same as 3. So to be one above, it doesn't need to be higher. It just needs to be the equal or higher. And in instances where you're off to the side and it's not supporting anything, you don't have to worry about how high that number is, because there is no block that requires being higher than this number. You would just have to be higher than this block, which would have to be higher, have to be equal or higher to this. My son absolutely loves this game. He's really into math, and even my wife, she was playing with her other adult friend, and they were having a field day playing like 3 times in a row, because it's a very fast-paced game. As you could say, it's very easy to pick up, but perhaps very difficult to put down. Just to say it explicitly, it does come with its own marker, dry erase, as well as the thing, so it's easy to undo, and all of these are easy to erase. If you and your family enjoy fast-paced games that are easy to learn, then you might want to consider getting this for your family.